Physical media man, physical media man, physical media man. What'd you buy? Was it something good?
What's up, guys? Physical Media Man back here again for another Physical Media Man Monday video. I have part 2 of the sports physical media collection. Looks like mostly basketball, some 30 for 30 stuff, some boxing, and some baseball. Before I get started, make sure to like, subscribe, comment, leave feedback, do all that good stuff down below. I'll leave the links to my Instagram page, my Physical Media Man Store Instagram page, my Facebook page for the Physical Media Man / Physical Media Man Store, my Facebook page for non-media related items, the Hodgepodge Garage, my email, my eBay, my Twitter, or X, and my website. I think all that stuff's on there. So, yeah, we're continuing on with this sports physical media collection as I hopefully turn this shelf into a wrestling-only kind of shelf. Right now it's got these items on there, so I figured I'd talk about them before I try to put them away. But there's some stuff I haven't watched and some things I might try to revisit before I do that. But I will try to put them all together in the same tote and that type of thing. But first up, we're starting off with 30 for 30. I think this might be for sale because I think on the next one, so here we got 30 for 30 Season 2, Volume 1, Films 1 through 15. A huge fan of the 30 for 30 series. Should have worn my 30 for 30 shirt for this video. But real big fan of the series. I am a little bit behind. I've missed a few episodes. But I'm pretty positive I've seen all of these ones. Some highlights from me on this is really Survive and Advance, The Book of Manning, There's No Place Like Home, which is about Kansas basketball, if I remember correctly. But I also have this, so I think that's why I'm getting rid of that one. We got the Complete Collection Season 2, so I believe all of those titles should be on this, and this is on Blu-ray. Got this from Hamilton Book for like $10. Yeah, I need to get the rest of the show, but yeah, this has, looks like I'm seeing some same ones, but it also has Youngstown Boys was pretty good, The U Part 2, Rand University, Miracles in Men, I Hate Christian Laettner, Bad Boys, about the Detroit Pistons, Soul Man, which is about the guy from the movie Air, Nike. I need to revisit that one too after watching that movie. We got Brian and the Boz, which was one of my favorites with Brian Bosworth. When the Garden Was Eden, about the New York Knicks. You Don't Know Bo, about Bo Jackson. So a lot of really cool sports documentaries on that one. So really happy to have that in the collection. And then here I also have ESPN Films Collection Volume 1. So I think this is from the first season. We got Catching Hell, the Chicago Cubs, Steve Bartman, which was really good. We got Charismatic, about the horse, the Fab Five, Herschel, about Herschel Walker, and Renee. So yeah, I think all those were from Season 1. Looks like I haven't opened that yet either, but I've watched all those. And here I got some individual DVD releases. I got Without Bias, about Lynn Bias. Silly Little Game, about fantasy football or fantasy baseball. The 16th Man. This is South African rugby team that's the movie Invincible or Invictus. Invictus is based on. Jordan Rides the Bus, about his time playing minor league baseball. Little Big Men, Little League World Series. I don't think I've watched that one. No Moss, some boxing. This one, I don't know if what do you think down below? Should I leave this out with the wrestling stuff. We got some, this is on season 3. We got Nature Boy about Ric Flair. This one's really good. And we got some Roll Tide, War Eagle. I don't know if it sounded like I said that weird. We got the Marinovich Project about Todd Marinovich, USC quarterback. All right, so that's all for the 30-30. A couple I really want to get, being a big Indiana Pacers fan, there's one on Reggie Miller. I don't know if I remember what the name of that one was. And then there's one on Notre Dame and the Notre Dame Miami rivalry and the Catholics versus Convicts t-shirt. So I think I kind of I go back into boxing a little bit, but I kind of did all of ESPN stuff first, if that makes sense. So that was kind of my thought process. So now we're going into some Muhammad Ali. This is Ali in action, which has, I don't know if they're full fights or not, but him against Archie Moore in 1962, him against Floyd Patterson in 1965, him against Brian London in 1966, and him against Carl Mildenberger in 1966. So, haven't checked that out. And then we got Ali Rap, which I also have the book that just kind of has a lot of his little sayings and whatnot. This I haven't checked out. We got Cinderella Man, the James J. Braddock story, which is about the boxer from the movie Cinderella Man. I have not watched that, like I said. I haven't watched this one yet either. I think this was a Dollar Tree pickup. We got The Color Orange, the Condridge Holloway story, which I don't know anything about. I'll have to check that out sometime. I haven't watched this yet either. I think this might have been Dollar Tree too. We got Code Breakers. And sorry about the lighting back here. I don't think it's near as good. I did undo one of the lights. I got a little, like a pull hole light above me. So then I thought about not using the ring light. And then I did that and it didn't look as good. So I turned the ring light back on, but I almost think it's too bright. It looks like I'm extremely white, like a ghost. But yeah, I think this is about West Point, Army football. I don't know. So yeah, there's that. This I'll have to check out. It's a DVD Blu-ray combo in a DVD case. We got OJ Made in America. We watched the like True Detective type, the one with Cuba Gooding Jr. We watched that, but I haven't watched that yet. Here we got A Life Spent at the Summit, Pat XO, about Pat Summit. And here we got some SEC Storied. It's got 40 Minutes of Hell, which is about Arkansas basketball. Herschel about Herschel Walker. Lolo about Lolo Jones, and The Play That Changed College Football. Guess it's the SEC championship game between Florida and Alabama. I don't know. Not a big SEC person, so. And here we got some Sports Century, Greatest Athletes. I think I've watched all of these. Yeah, they're all about 40 minutes. Here we got Babe Ruth, Barry Bonds, and Wayne Gretzky. Keeping on with the ESPN last thing here, we got Mike Tyson, 2-disc knockout edition, has a bunch of his fights, and just, I think it's got kind of like a documentary, but I did watch a bunch of this. So yeah, pretty neat there. All right, so we're done with the ESPN stuff, going on to some basketball. We got the 1976 NCAA championship game. I think I got this at Disc Replay. This was the undefeated team. Next up is a Goodwill purchase. I went to Indiana State, big Larry Bird fan, so I had to get this one even though they lost. One of the most famous championship games. We got Bird versus Magic in the 1979 championship. And we got the 1987 championship. The IU beating Syracuse. Yeah. Next up, I don't think I paid the full $9.99, but I feel like you don't see this very often, so really happy to have it in the collection. I think it might have, maybe not. I thought it might have one of the VHS ones I had back there, but I'm not sure if it does or not. So we got Larry Bird, a basketball legend. We got another Larry Bird item here. This is honoring a legend, Larry Bird Scholarship Dinner and Statue Dedication from 2013. So like I said, I went to Indiana State, and I went to this statue dedication. They had something the night before, I think I went to too, but oh yeah, I definitely did. Friend in the show, Cody, and I believe went, as well as maybe Alex, my roommate. I can't remember for sure, but they had, the audio was terrible, so only if you're really close you could hear. Really neat thing to have. I feel like it'd be hard to find if I didn't go and get it then. So moving on, we got some Michael Jordan to the max, the IMAX thing. It's only 46 minutes. I don't remember it being amazing. I feel like I went and watched it in the IMAX when it came out, but I also did upgrade recently for like $5 on Amazon. This Michael Jordan to the max on Blu-ray now, so probably try to get rid of that DVD. Friend of the show, Cody, put a red case on this, and it looks awesome. So if I can track down a red case, I might try to do the same thing, because that's what they did on the DVD. Just kind of makes sense. But anyways, moving on, we got some hardwood classics. These were both, well, I think this one was definitely, it's got the sticker on it, from Goodwill for $3. We got Michael Jordan, his airness, which I don't really remember watching. And then I think this was a donation from Kyle and his family. Another one I don't think I've watched. I'll have to check it out. We got Michael Jordan Airtime. And then here, I picked this up, looks like only $5 at Half Price Books back in the day. We got Ultimate Jordan. This is a really neat release. It does have Come Fly With Me, which, if you watched, part one was one of the ones I watched a lot growing up, and I have it on VHS up there. And then it's also got Michael Jordan's Playground, Airtime, Above and Beyond, and his Airness. So those are on there. I thought I had, I guess it was just those two. For some reason I thought I had the Playground. Oh, I had the Playground one on VHS, didn't I? So yeah, this is a 2-disc set, really neat, really well done. So I was a Michael Jordan fan back then, so really happy to have that. Next up, we got Something to Cheer About, Oscar Robinson, and it's Crispus Attucks Tigers. Being from Indiana, I definitely wanted to get this when I saw it. Looks like it was only $2.44. So yeah, the Big O. This one was kind of not really that great, I didn't think, but I have watched it. Runtime of 35 minutes. We got John Wooden, The Indiana Story. These next two are really good, really well done. Huge Pacer fan, so I had to track them down. The Slick Leonard one especially was hard to find. Ended up getting it on eBay, but we got Bobby Slick Leonard, Heart of a Hoosier. I think this one at least might be available to watch on YouTube. It was like a PBS documentary, but like I said, really well done. Yeah, there's also a CD of it, which is kind of weird. I think it was just the audio. But yeah, really well done. I don't know if it says how long it is. I don't think it does. And then this one was really well done too. We got Undefeated, the Roger Brown story. If you don't know much about him, it's definitely worth checking out. I bought this at the game for $15. So, but yeah, they're hard to find now. So really happy to have those in the collection. And the next three are all expensive now. I don't think they were as bad when I bought this one. The next two are my wife's parents, which we have on the shelf because they're all Cardinals fans. But first up, one of my favorite things in my collections, we got Pacers Collector's Edition, Greatest Games, Volume 1. Huge Pacer fan. I'm pretty sure this is the only volume that exists, but we got June 1st, 1994 against the New York Knicks, which is his 25-point fourth quarter game against the Knicks in 94. Amazing. So then we also have May 7th, 1995, which is the 8 points in 8.9 seconds against the Knicks. And then we got the classic 1998 playoff battle with Chicago, where Reggie hits the game winner. And the Pacers' first ever Eastern Conference Championship victory. And then it also has June 2nd, 2000 against the Knicks. Oh, that's the first ever. They beat the Knicks to go on to play the Lakers in the NBA Finals and unfortunately lost. But yeah, and I bought this brand new, so it's in very good condition. So really happy to have that in the collection. And like I said, we got St. Louis Cardinals 2011 World Series Collector's Edition. So it's got all the games there. I thought. So yeah, there's that one, and then there's also St. Louis Cardinals Greatest Games of Busch Stadium 1966 to 2005. I don't really. Oh, here it's got. So you got Bob Gibson's record-setting 17 strikeout masterpiece in Game 1 of the '68 World Series. We got 1982 World Series Game 7. 1985 NLCS Game 5 with a game-winning homer of Ozzie Smith. 1987 World Series Game 3. 1998 Mark McGwire's 62nd home run, and the 2004 NLCS Game 7. So it also has a disc on the 2006 World Series, which is put out by Shout Factory, but it looks like the rest is not necessarily Shout Factory. So alright, and then we got a couple more items here. We got the Long Run Home Omaha in the College World Series. Looks like this was a Goodwill pickup. And then we got Arnold Schwarzenegger, the Comeback 1980 Mr. Olympia competition As It Happened. And we also have him in Pumping Iron. So that is everything from part 2. I do have one more shelf to go over and talk about, which will be in one of the next few videos. Hope you enjoyed this series. Like I said, I'm a huge sports fan, so really happy to have a lot of these in the collection. I really enjoy watching sports documentaries, so just a different part of the collection. Hope you guys enjoyed this. If you haven't yet done so, please make sure to subscribe. This is the Physical Media Man signing off. Physical Media will never die.
Physical Media Man. Physical Media Man. Physical Media Man. Yeah!